King James in Cleveland, Ohio. Are you the King James in Cleveland? Anyway, this is the real See More Better with freeprescriptionlenses.com, and today I am going to cut your prescription lenses with anti-glare for your Versace. This is the model number 3245, color 5238, which is the black and silver in the 55 eye size. I'm going to take everything out of the original packaging as it comes. Of course, you got your certificate of authenticity, the COA with the international warranty, your serial number, all of that on there. And of course, your Italian leather Versace case. Inside is your Versace cleaning cloth. And the star of the show, the main attraction. This is the Versace. Of course, it comes with a plastic sleeve on the left temple, which I will put on there when I ship to you. It protects the temples during shipping from Italy. And of course, all Versace's are made in Italy. This is the model number 3245. Hopefully you guys can see that. Color 5238 in the 55 eye size. So let's begin. It has the Medusa on each side. Classic black and silver, black and platinum, whatever you want to call it. One of the lenses has the demo lens has Versace written on it. Of course, you're going to get all the original manufacturer's packaging when I send it to you, which is these lenses, all of which you saw me open up. So the first thing I got to do before I trace your frame, let me cut this off real quick. I'm going to program this shape into the computer, so years from now, should you ever need new lenses, I can send them right to your home. You are Secret Agent 634. So let me program this into the computer. 634. I'm going to hit start, and a little stylus is going to pop up and go around the inside of the right side of the frame to trace it out before doing the same thing on the right. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality. You buy a genuine, authentic Versace frame and you'll receive one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number, so if you have vision insurance or flex dollars, you will get reimbursed for this purchase, whether they're prescription or not. King James, you know you need some prescription lenses in there. And that's alright, I'm going to take care of you. As soon as it loads. Load. Alright, so that's the shape we'll be cutting, that green outline. I'm going to go ahead and move it on to the next screen. It will be magnified. That is it. So, your pupillary distance for your right eye is 33.5. I'm going to go ahead. The computer starts at 32.5, so I'm going to tap this plus button twice because it goes up in half millimeter increments. Over there, I want to raise the optical center height up on this frame. Let's go to about, we're going to do 25 on there. And let's see, we're going to come down here to the lensometer. Your right eye reads -1 sphere, -1 sphere meaning 0, no astigmatism correction. Take the lens out of the protective packet, let's make sure everything is turned on and zeroed out, just the prism ring there. Put it on -1, put the lens in. Normally I'd rotate it to find the spherical component, but your lens is completely spherical. And I'm only going to put a dot, if able to, on the center of the lens because I only need one dot. And this is the right lens. Let's do the same thing now for the left lens, which reads -1 1/4 sphere, -1 1/4, 0 power for the astigmatism. So meaning it's only spherical. Put it on -1 1/4, although I can find the center of the lens even if it's not dialed in focus wise. And, oh, there's a blot, but that is the center of the lens. That dot, we're going to mark that one L. And if anyone missed any of that, let me recap. Free bad jokes with every pair of glasses made. So, this is a block I need to attach to your lens while it is cutting, so I need to apply a double-sided adhesive sticker, of which I've got 2 right here. Let me pull these 2 off. The black side is the sticky side. I'm going to put this, line that one up there. Do the same thing on that one. Now on the back is a silver button that is a magnet. It's going to do its job twice today. The first time it's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the arm. Pull away the paper to make the black side sticky. Line up the magnet. And that blue cross is the geometric center of the frame. That black dot is the optical center, which is just going to be above that and inset. Just want to check to make sure the lens is large enough to fit into that green outline, and it is. So I'm going to hit that button. The arm's going to come down and place the block onto the right lens. We're going to do the same thing now for the lens that ain't right. Just like me, I ain't right. So I can relate to you, left lens. And I put that dot there, that arrow, to let me know that is it. There's a smudge mark there, but we're good to go. Oh, the pupillary distance for the left eye, 32.5. So that has mirrored the right, which was 33.5. This time I'm going to hit the minus button twice. We're going to bring it down to 32.5. Same optical center height. And hit the button. The arm comes down, places the block onto the left lens. So this is the Edger. This is what costs $40,000. It weighs 200 pounds. I recommend everyone go out, buy their own, put it on your kitchen counter. Then you can cut your own Versace lenses at home, and you won't need this guy anymore to do it for you. So the actual cutting wheel is this diamond crusted wheel on the left. It's going to grind away the lens material until it's the final size. This wheel in the center is going to put the V-shaped bevel onto the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. So press that on there. Let's go ahead and wake up the computer. That is the shape we'll be cutting. These are polycarbonate lenses. If they were plastic, high index plastic or Trivex, I would select that. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lens because it's not going to be seen in this frame. I'm not going to put a safety bevel on the front convex surface of the lens because it's not going to be protruding out of the frame. And even though the back surface of the lens will not be protruding out, I'm still going to put a heavier safety bevel on the rear concave surface of the lens. Now I'm going to let the magnets do its second job today. It's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the chuck, or as I like to call it, the Charles, because I don't know this machine well enough to call it Chuck. That's right, more bad jokes. Hit the green arrow, which is starred in every language. The door closes, the clamp shuts, and then the lens is going to be traced by two white styluses, making sure that it's large enough to fit into the frame. You can see as it's going around tracing the shape of the lens. And of course, the old carpenter saying, measure twice, cut once. It's measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly precisely where to place the bevel, so you have the best cosmetic look possible. I could move the bevel forwards or backwards depending on the thickness of the lens to give you the best look, but in this frame you're not going to have any edge thickness whatsoever. And the thing I like most about this frame, I'm going to be wearing it too, except I'm wearing it in color 5237, which is the blue tortoise. Hopefully you can see some of that. Now the black actually has a very dark blue temple tip. The blue tortoise that I'll be wearing still has the same silvery sides, has a brighter blue, but you know me and my blue glasses, I gotta wear them. So, but if you see light flickering there in the background, that is water there to catch the optical sawdust. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry, where plastic, high index plastic, and Trivex cut wet, meaning that water sprays onto the lens for the entirety, how about that? For the duration of the cutting cycle, whereas water will spray onto the polycarbonate lens only for the last 20 seconds just to wash away any optical debris. But as I mentioned, your lenses are made out of polycarbonate, which is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. They are virtually unbreakable. These are high impact ballistics grade lenses, the same lens material that our soldiers wear overseas in combat zones to protect their eyes, as well as the same material that OSHA makes you wear in safety glasses to protect your eyes while on the job. But speaking of protection, they also have 100% UVA and UVB protection built into the lens. Unlike the lotions, creams, and spray that need to be reapplied every couple hours when you're in direct exposure to the sun there in Cleveland, this is permanent and never needs to be reapplied. Now your lenses are also aspheric. Aspheric simply means not spherical. So it has a flatter curvature on the front of the lens to fit into today's flatter curvature frames. When you buy glasses from people online, they charge you for the prescription, which is no good. Then if you want to upgrade to the thinner, lighter weight, unbreakable polycarbonate lenses, they charge you a fee for that, an upgrade fee, which is double no good. And then if you want the aspheric flatter curvature lenses, they charge you a third time, which is triple no good. You get that for free, someone else's top tier premium lens, just for buying a frame from me. And so now you did get the I'll talk about those later. You did get the anti-glare coating. Anti-glare is 3 features in one. The first feature is it reduces glare when driving at night, particularly driving at night in the rain, but from street lights, stoplights, computer screens, overhead fluorescent lights. It's also a reflection-free lens, So when someone's looking at you, they're not looking at their reflection in your glasses, so it makes for much better eye contact. Plus, if you take a picture or a selfie, you won't see the camera. You're less likely to see the camera in the selfie. Now, the third feature that I like, it comes with industry's hardest scratch coating. That's because the machine that applies the anti-glare coating costs well over $1 million. It takes over 24 hours to vaporize 8 different coatings onto your lens. So because of the time and the expense, they put the industry's hardest scratch coating on there to protect your time and investment. So if you've noticed, water has begun spraying onto the lens, which tells me it's in the last 20 seconds of the cutting cycle. That lever you just saw come into view has a little spinning wheel on the end of it. That's what's applying the safety bevel to the rear concave surface of the lens. Even though no portion of this lens would protrude from the back of the frame, this is more critical if you had a very thick prescription, which I do. Again, you get free prescription lenses with the purchase of a frame, but I do cut some very thick lenses in the course of a day, and that becomes more critical. But the other reason I do it, and I'll show you in just a moment, let me hit that button, open up the chuck. The other reason I do it is to make sure there's no sawdust on the back of the lens. That as I apply force from the lens onto the frame, I want the edge of the lens to be very smooth at the edges where I press the lens in. So using my thumbs pressed down the nose, it snaps right in. We can go ahead and start cutting the left. We're going to flip that over to L, and we're going to put the magnet into the Charles, the Chuckster, the Chucky baby. Hit the green arrow again, which is start. The door closes, the clamp shuts. It's going to be traced again by the 2 white styluses. It is tracing out the shape of the left side of the frame. And just like before, measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel, so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which you have none in this frame. No edge thickness whatsoever. Of course, I use the thinner, lighter weight lenses, and plastic does a good job of hiding edge thickness anyway. I'm going to go ahead and dry the block off. Add the sticker to the base. I need to grow the diameter of the base. It was starting to get top heavy, so I'm going to make it real fat at the bottom now. My little artwork there. We're going to come down to the lensometer. I'm going to put it in just above that black dot. And we're going to read the power. And I am getting -1. So the unit of measurement we use in the optical world is called a diopter, spelled D-I-O-P-T-E-R. Starts at 0 and goes up in quarter increments from there, 0.25, 0.50, 0.75, 1, and so on. So you need 4 steps of far-sighted correction. You are, King James, you are nearsighted with your glasses off. Everything is much too large in real life, so that's why there's a minus sign. Your lenses minify down to the correct size. Now, once there's the correct size, to make everything crisp, most people need a little bit of astigmatism correction, of which you need none. So your lens is completely spherical. This is known as simple myopia. Your left eye, you need 5 steps. You're on the 5th rung of the ladder of nearsightedness, so you need 5 steps of far-sighted correction to be able to see far away. Now, this Versace frame, the 3245, sells for $270. Your lenses are free. You did pay the $44.99 to upgrade to anti-glare, so your total is $314.99. Let's come down here. We'll have to get this one ready. Now we can talk about these. These are different Versaces I have. This is one that everybody wants. It's got the bling. It's the 1175B. I also have it in a tortoise and gold. It's got the Versace emblem with the bling going all the way around there. The Medusa emblem on both sides. You can see how that thing blings. Look at that. Of course, this frame sells for $270 also, which most of them do. I've got a semi-rimless Versace for $220. If you want something a little bit more toned down with spring hinges. Of course, they just came out with this new frame. This is the 3257, because round is coming back into style. You've got the 2 Medusas, smaller Medusas around the Versace plate. I've got this one. It has a keyhole bridge, meaning it looks like there's a skeleton key that would fit in there versus a more traditional saddle bridge. Look, I'm getting sawdust on there. And of course, this one also comes in the black and tortoise, which is what Versace has been doing for years on some of their frames. The one that I'm wearing currently, the model number 3199, comes in a black and tortoise as well. I have this frame on myself, which comes in the blue and the tortoise. Same model number, 3199. I've been wearing this one for a couple years. It's a great frame, fits very well. This one they just came out with and is done very well. This is model number 3218 in color GB1, which is the classic black and gold. It's got the Greco emblem, that's what it's called, going down the sides there. Of course, the one I'm wearing has the Greco emblem as well, you know, on a thicker temple with the Giovanni Versace plate on each temple tip, or at each temple. This has got the Greco, the split into black and gold with the Medusa on the edge. They have come out with a sunglass version. Same temple on there. This is model 4312, again color GB1 in the 60i size. It's got the classic aviator type lens. With this, I've had people get it with clear lenses in there. It's pretty sharp with just the clear lenses. And of course, one of my best-selling sunglasses is the 4275. Is that correct? Yeah, the 4275 color GB1, again the black and gold, because it's got the large Medusa on there. And again, I have more people get these as clear glasses than I do as sunglasses. Of course, a lot of times they get the transition, so it turns dark when you go outside and back to clear while you're inside. And of course, the one that you'll see me make my lenses for in just a little while, it is the Versace 3245 in the color 5237, which is the blue tortoise. It's a very dark blue. You almost have to hold it up to the light to see any of the tortoise features, but you know me, I'm a sucker for anything blue. Clean up a little bit so I can keep working. I've got more plastics in a lighter tortoise. I've got it in the classic tortoise with that Giovanni Versace plate in there. Any Versace frame you want, I can get it for you as an authorized dealer. And let's go ahead and mount the left lens. I'm going to tuck it in at the outside corner using my thumbs, press down at the nose. It snaps right in. Go ahead and take the block off, peel that sticker away, drop the block back in there ready to be used again. Put this down at the base, make that a little bit thicker. We're going to come down here to the lensometer, -1 1/4. I'm going to put it in above that black dot. And of course, I don't have to adjust the axis wheel because you have no astigmatism. And when I check the power, I'm getting -1 1/4. So again, 5 steps of correction. I couldn't have done a better job if I'd done that myself. So your pupillary distance for your right eye is 33.5, for your left is 32.5, for a total of 66. I'm going to turn the card around and I'm going to place the PD stick against my thumb on your right lens on the millimeter side, not the inches. And that little arrow is pointing to that dot up there. When I hold it up to that dot, we're getting 66 millimeters, so that is cut perfectly. I couldn't have done a better job if I had made these lenses myself. So this is the portion in every video that as I clean your lenses, I mentioned that there's free shipping anywhere in the US, and Cleveland is still in the US. But when you get these in the mail, there's a small chance that these could fit too loose or too tight. However, there is an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That is because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other, and I'm part of that 80%, and I'll show you in just a moment. But because of that statistics, 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask them. So just stop by your local place, like for instance where you had your eye exam, and just tell them if it's too loose or too tight, and it only takes about 30 seconds to a minute to adjust your glasses. Now, I field test every cleaning cloth, and I'm giving you the Cleveland Browns, Cleveland Cavaliers orange cloth, but I include instructions not only on how to clean your lenses and frames so they'll last you for years, but for your Versace cloth and my premium microfiber cloth and your Versace case, so it too will last you for years. No other seller on the internet provides you with that information, I'm told by my clients. But yeah, so I'm going to get these in standard alignment first, also known as the 3-point stance. Sorry, I went to the Bahamas for a second. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. I set them on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. When I say wobble, I have one ear that's higher than the other, so when I take mine off, they wobble on the counter, but they sit level on me. Again, I'm wearing the Versace 3199 in color 3118. I believe it is. With my glasses off, I can't see. Let me pick this up and see. Color 5118, excuse me. And of course the black and tortoise is color 5117, and also comes all black should you need that. But I'm going to go ahead and flip it over, press down. There is no wobble. Close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do. and that neither temple is askew like that. Check the tension on each hinge, and that is equal. If one were looser or tighter, I would adjust for that. So if you like what you've seen, please subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more frames. And I've just picked up Oakley, so you see me doing more and more of those. You can follow me on Instagram at freeprescriptionlenses.com, and on Facebook the same name. On Twitter it's freerxlenses. If anyone has any questions, you can email me directly at freeprescriptionlenses@gmail.com, or simply click the contact me button on the website. You can also leave a question or comment down below in the comment section. That way other people can read it and benefit from your inquisitive nature. Sorry, just adjusting the camera there. And so, King James in Cleveland, Ohio. I send out a selfie request to have your picture on the website, so please consider doing that. And if you can, turn your head just a little bit so we can get that little Versace emblem on the side there. But that said, I hope you enjoyed watching as I cut prescription lenses with anti-glare for your Versace 3245 color 5238, which is the black and platinum in the 55 eye size. And hopefully everyone else has got the chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.